Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. Today I would like to make beef with broccoli and mushrooms. My family loves Asian food. In living in Chicago, we had so many restaurants to go to and explore the different flavors. Unfortunately, where I am right now, there is not as many. And besides Thai food, that's my favorite, I also love Spanish food, which I need to learn how to make myself. Unfortunately, there is none of the restaurants, Spanish restaurants around where I am right now in Florida. But beef and broccoli and mushrooms today. So I have some cut up mushrooms, some onions, and the broccoli I prefer. If you don't have Asian store near you, you can find broccolini in a regular grocery store. And I like broccolini. It's a little bit different than regular broccoli because of the stems. When you cut the stems, and I will come closer and show later, those are the crunchy parts that make that dish really come together nicely. So broccolini is the choice if you don't have Asian store with Chinese broccoli. And I added regular broccoli florets to it, so I will mix that. So broccoli will be the bigger amount of vegetables, following with mushrooms, and mushrooms shrink when you put them in a pan, and onions. And of course, as always, I will have the ingredients listed under my video. And tender chunk of beef. I already cleaned it and I will cut it very thin slices, and also will come closer and show you how thin those are. And the beef, that's really fast. You put it on a pan, as soon as it loses the pink, it's done. 1 minute, maybe even less on one side, and then other side, and you're done with the beef. So that's really, really quick. If you want it to be soft and tender, don't overcook it. That's the key. And as far as the sauces, I do prefer going to Asian grocery store and picking the authentic sauces and soy sauces. There's so many kinds of them. And I do prefer the Fat Boy. But if you don't have a grocery store that's Asian, then a regular store has international section where you can find the soy sauce and other ingredients to substitute, and it will also work well. Beef with broccoli and mushrooms today. Welcome to my kitchen, and thank you for watching. So for the ingredients today, I need a nice tender chunks of beef, mushrooms, onions, broccoli. And first I will marinate that beef in some light soy sauce, sesame oil, a little bit of brown sugar in it, and white pepper. And later, when I'm ready to connect all the ingredients together, I will make a sauce for it with oyster sauce, chicken broth, dark soy sauce, sesame oil, and light soy sauce. And again, those ingredients will be listed under my video. Those will melt in your mouth. And especially the last ones, it's hard to cut when you have a sharp knife. Be careful with your fingers. So those last two pieces, just give it a smack. And that should do the trick. I forgot to add, I had about 2 pounds of that beef. And after I took away all ingrowth veins, then I probably have a little over 1.5 pounds. And if it comes to the broccolini, I like to cut it this way. The stem is the crunchy part that gives this dish specific texture. Chinese broccoli works best, but this is second best. That's a great substitute, broccolini. Okay, and when you come closer to the florets, then just leave it alone. Those go really, really fast. A minute one side, minute another side, those will be done really quickly. So again, just like that, diagonally. And leaves, I take the leaves out also because those burn as well. So the leaves you don't need. You need the crunchy part right here. Okay, almost ready. Next thing is marinating the meat. Everything is cut up. Broccoli, mushrooms, onions, and in addition, I forgot to mention, I like to put some garlic in. So once I have it all in a pan, I will mince the garlic and put it in. I love garlic in my meat. Time to marinate it. So for the marinade, I will need about 2 to 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce. And of course, it depends how much meat you have. I have about 1.5 to 1.75 of a pound of that beef. Have a teaspoon of brown sugar and have a teaspoon of that sesame oil and just mix it all up. I also like to put a little bit of olive oil into it. It makes it easier to put it on a pan so it doesn't stick to the pan right away. Ah, that sesame oil, I love the smell of it. For me, it's a really pleasant aroma. Well, not only aroma, but also taste. I love the taste of it. Okay, and like I mentioned, I will add a little bit of olive oil to it. And I want to let it sit for about half an hour. So this will wait about half an hour and I can make the sauce now. And for the sauce, I have half a cup of that chicken broth and I will need 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Okay, 1 of that dark sauce, which reminds me of molasses, the sweetness of it. And 2 of that soy sauce. Teaspoon of sesame oil. And that have a teaspoon of brown sugar. So now this, and that would be done, but some of us like it more spicy. So this is where the spices come here. I like a pinch of white pepper and any of whatever is available by you chili paste. I have 3 different versions. This is something that you can buy in regular grocery store. Is a garlic chili sauce. So you can put a little bit of that and for your own taste buds. I don't know how spicy you like it. I put about half a teaspoon. Or crunchy hot chili. That's another thing sometimes we like to put in. Or chili paste from an Asian grocery store. So whatever you have available to make it more spicy for yourself, be my guest and put it in. Also, this originally shouldn't be thickened, but if you like the sauce to be a little bit thicker, then you can add half a teaspoon of cornstarch to it. On the end, when you put it, it will make the sauce a little bit thicker. So again, it's an option for you to choose which way you like it. Okay, now I'm ready to bring all the vegetables on a pan with the meat and finally cook it. Okay, I've got the oil hot and I will start with some onions and mushroom. Those two things can go together. I do not want to overcrowd broccoli, so broccoli will go separate. I can see a little bit of crunch to it now. It's been about 3 minutes and I'm ready to add a splash of soy sauce and a little bit of minced garlic to it. Okay, and this is done. Took me 4 minutes. Okay, so mushrooms with onions are done and I have a separate dish here to keep all the ready vegetables. I do not want to overcrowd the pan. So now, again, splash of oil. Okay, splash of oil and I want it hot. Now I'm ready for the broccolini stems. This is such an important element to this dish. It adds this crunch. It just makes the difference. Absolutely wonderful. And if it comes to the timing, I'm giving you the time for myself, but you might have a different pan that heats faster or slower. So it might be a minute shorter or might be a minute longer. You just have to be the judge looking at it and see if it has burning too fast, your veggies are burning too fast or not. But the time I'm giving you is approximate and that's the closest I can do for the dishes I'm using here. Because the heat is high, you will have to stand by the pan and mix it often. And I can see those browning, having this charcoal now, and I want to splash it with that sesame oil, just a bit. Okay, and now a little bit of that minced garlic. And I can see that browning, a little bit of charcoal, and maybe 30 more seconds and that would be done. And broccoli florets will go first, and then broccolini florets will go in a minute. Those are much faster to cook. Okay, a minute later, broccolini joins in, and you can cook it all together. So veggies are done, and now time for the meat. And you want the oil to be hot before you bring the meat to it. And again, I say I will take it into 3 parts most likely. I want everything flat. I don't want to overcrowd the pan. Okay, I see it steaming, smoke. And I want the meat as flat as possible. And as soon as I see it losing the pink, I will turn it on the other side. It will be pretty quick. Okay, and this is done. I don't see any more pink. It can go with the vegetables. Okay, second batch coming up. Okay, my pan is ready. And again, make it as flat as possible. You want that charcoal. Less than a minute. As soon as they lose pink color, then flip it over. This is really, really quick. If you want your meat tender, only to the point of the pink not being visible no more. Okay, and I like to use wet towel to clean all the burnt spots so my pan doesn't have it. Okay, fresh clean oil and my last batch. Again, I want it hot. It has to be hot. I want it hot. As soon as I put the meat in, it will lock the moisture in at the same time giving me that charcoal. Okay, last batch. And this is almost ready to go on the other side. As soon as I turn it over, it will be 30 seconds and this will be done. Okay, on the end here, I will put a little bit of that minced garlic in the middle. And I still have a little bit left to go into that sauce on the end. Okay, and again, this is done. And here I don't have to clean the pan with that garlic. I will put a sauce in right away. And I did put half a teaspoon of that cornstarch. I like the sauce a little thicker, but not too thick. Completely low, the lowest I have, because this is already boiling. I don't need to do anything else. And start putting all the veggies in together. When you do it partially and not all at once, you will have that crunch. If you overcrowd your pan, that crunch will be lost. Everything will be mushy. Okay, and the last ingredient, meat, and I will turn it off right away. I just need to mix it with the sauce. That's all. This is done. With my husband, we love this dish. It is so delicious.